Hi guys, welcome to rant number 5, which is titled My Insert Gimmick Here Fix Me. This is something we hear a bit, and it's probably down to the just huge amount of stuff and information that's available on the good old internet. A lot of the time people, and it goes to our human nature, we're exactly the same. We like things to be fixed yesterday, and we're always willing to go and buy this special thing instead of doing the hard work to make sure it actually goes away. My problem isn't necessarily with people that do that. I probably do it myself. My problem's with the people that sell that stuff, particularly when they're saying that it can fix X, Y, Z, when there's a whole bunch of data and research that shows that it can't. I personally think that's really immoral and should be illegal, but anyway, can't do that. So what I can do is try and help people make more informed decisions about their health and fitness in particular, which are two areas that the internet has just exploded on, and 99% of that is total crap. So generally, and sometimes it happens that they are already in here and we're working on a problem, and it probably is taking a fair while, and then all of a sudden they go and get the special gimmick and the problem goes away. Now, I try and convince them that it's probably all the work they've done up until that point. It was getting better anyway. But when you have special shiny and bright thing and your pain or your problem goes away, your brain naturally connects those two, but it's occurring at the same time. It doesn't mean one causes the other. And that's where a lot of these things happen. You spend a lot of money on this gimmick. Your brain sort of makes you think that it's going to make you better. So you might feel better and things might improve. Therefore, the gimmick worked. But your brain's not very good at tracking that over time or recurring episodes or anything like that. And that's what research does. So research basically shows that if it's a gimmick, it doesn't work. If it worked, it would be the way. The things that are the way are on this side. So education and knowledge, a good diagnosis of what you've actually done, understanding your problem yourself. So that's the advice on what to do from someone who knows what they're talking about. And exercise, moving, getting stronger. You can't go wrong getting strong. This is a little analogy that I tend to use with people. So when you've got a problem, often it's on the top of a really big hill. Any gimmick, all it's designed to do is try and stop this getting worse. It's trying to push it back uphill. If you've ever tried to push anything uphill, you know that it's a losing battle. You might slow it down, so it might feel better, but eventually gravity's going to win and the gimmick is going to fail. What you need to do, particularly for an ongoing solution, is you need to decrease the size of the problem. The only thing that is going to do that is in this column. There's nothing that you can go and buy that is going to solve a problem for you. It may help with symptoms. So if it's cheap, readily available, and you can access it without trying too hard, and it makes you feel better, go for it. It doesn't really bother me. Generally speaking though, with health and fitness, gimmicks are expensive. They're hard to get. They have side effects that you don't know about. And these can even be medical gimmicks. So a lot of injection therapy, there's a huge amount of things that some surgery it doesn't work. And it's just this big elaborate gimmick that costs a lot of money and looks really flashy, but actually doesn't do anything. So this stuff over here on this side of the column, what it does is it turns the problem into that, which is much easier to get over. So if you have an issue, if you're in pain, you have an injury, you are always better off investing time and effort into this. When you're not in pain or you don't have an injury, this one down the bottom here, it's amazing how easy stuff is when you're just more durable. If you can move better for longer, the chances of you being in pain and getting injured are pretty small. So rather than investing one-off gimmicks and paying for things that you don't need, invest that money into your body and yourself, and you'll find that these things don't happen anywhere near as often. So rant number 5 is my gimmick fixed me, but it actually didn't.